You're watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
The woman whose claims caused Emmett Till's murder in 1955 died on Tuesday. Carolyn Bryant Donham accused 14-year-old Till of whistling at her, which led to his lynching in Mississippi, this causing a generation of activists to rise up in the civil rights movement. Her death marking the last chance for anyone to be held accountable for the kidnapping and brutal murder. She was never tried in a court. She died in hospice care in Louisiana at 88 years old.
TV talk show host Jerry Springer has died. According to a statement, Springer dying peacefully at home in suburban Chicago after a brief illness. The one-time mayor and news anchor making a name for himself with the Jerry Springer Show, featuring dysfunctional families willing to bear it all on national TV. His daytime talk show was a favorite American guilty pleasure over its 27-year run, at one point even topping Oprah Winfrey's show. On his Twitter profile, Springer jokingly declaring himself as, quote, talk show host, ringmaster of civilization's end. Springer was 79. Democrats say child care costs are burdening families across the country, and the U.S. needs to do something to make it more accessible and affordable.
Washington correspondent Basil John reporting on as they have introduced a bill to help with the cost and get higher wages for child care providers.
Lawmakers are calling this a crisis that's sweeping the nation, and they say Congress needs to bring about change for kids across the country.
The cost of child care has many families like mine living one or two paychecks from financial disaster.
Parents like Tiffany Nelms say they are plagued by the burden of finding affordable child care.
We couldn't find high quality care in our community, so I drive an hour round trip twice a day to drop off and pick up my children from a daycare that provides the care they deserve.
That's why Senate and House Democrats say it's time to tackle the child care crisis.
This is a full-blown economic crisis in every state, in every zip code.
This is a crisis for parents, for families, and providers across the country.
Their Child Care for Working Families Act would expand the supply of child care facilities, increase child care provider wages, and lower child care costs for parents.
Working families deserve access to affordable and high-quality care, and we, together, are going to fight to make sure they have it.
A recent study from Ready Nation found the limited availability of infant and toddler care results in $122 billion in lost earnings and productivity every year.
We certainly can't say that we're the greatest country in the world if we're not providing the best care in the world.
West Virginia Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito agrees the issue deserves attention.
We need to make sure we not just have child care availability, but that it's quality child care availability.
Democrats say they are confident they can get Republicans like her on board. Reporting in Washington, Basil John.
In a national weather alert, parts of Texas getting pelted with hail. Huge hail. Check out this video. These hailstones are the size of baseballs. You can see them splashing into this family's backyard pool. The National Weather Service saying some of the hail was 4 inches in diameter.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Did you see that water dancing
Seriously.
from the hail? Whoa.
3 strikes and you are out.
Ouch. All right, back here at home, very different conditions, Alana.
I'm actually thankful. You see that and you're like, oh, hell no. Right, Emily? Right? Come on. You're like, no, thank you. Because that can damage
I was going to
cars.
go there and I thought maybe I shouldn't, but Alana goes there.
Alana can.
I mean, if you ever think, Glenn, I'm not going to go there, you can count on me to definitely do so. Hey, it's a gorgeous day out there. We saw clear skies in southern Utah. I love this shot coming from Kanab. Thank you to Judy for sending it our way. Look at those crystal clear blue skies. The red rock just popping, gray warm throughout the state. Now, we've got the newest drought numbers because while we're talking about dry conditions, we should talk about progress. Now, 37% of Utah no longer battling drought, and we made gains this week when it comes to dry conditions in yellow, now down to 63%. When it comes to that moderate drought, we're into the teens, and in south central Utah, that severe drought wants to hold on, but now only 5% of Utah seeing those conditions. So major progress, absolutely love that. But we're dry today, and we're warmer than where we were yesterday. yesterday. It's just stunning. In Salt Lake, 70s, 60s along the Wasatch Front, mid-70s in Moab, low 80s in St. George, now flirting with the mid-80s as they sit at 84. We do have cloud cover in the north, which you're going to notice on our Colonial Flag Tower camera. I show you this because the flag really demonstrates the wind. Even though we have gorgeous temperatures and it's a beautiful spring day, there's a little bit of a thorn, and it's that pollen. Are you an allergy sufferer? I know. It gets right here, those sinuses, watery eyes. It's moderate mold and moderate trees at this hour. Juniper, olive, and ash tree are the pollens that are flying through, and winds easily spread that pollen, so these days can be tough. The winds picking up because of the front that's approaching, also increasing cloud cover in northern, central, and even portions of southern Utah. That's going to be the biggest impact, the wind. As we look at the wind advisory that has now been posted and is in effect until midnight over in eastern Utah, Uinta County, Vernal, Duchesne, impacted by the winds behind that front will keep us gusty. And we're going to see some downslope action. Let me show you what I mean and why. As we get through the future cast here, you see this area of low pressure. It's got counterclockwise flow. Now, it's not moving exactly through Utah. It's to the east of us, and that is going to push some air over our mountains. So what do we get? Canyon winds, and we're going to see it along the Wasatch Front. Now, that system clears. Most of the moisture staying out of Utah, maybe a few isolated showers as we head into Friday. Winds persist on Friday with the help of that high pressure clockwise flow. So a northerly flow, which is why tomorrow we're going to be a few degrees cooler. Now, this dome of high pressure heads to the south of us, and it kind of just meanders through the desert southwest. That's when we're going to see our warmest temperatures. It brings peak heating Sunday and Monday. And what we also get with this, increasing clouds and southerly flow, which means Monday we could be really warm. The winds on top of the warmth already in place. So those temperatures will be noteworthy. We keep our eye as we get through lunchtime on Monday on that low pressure system off the coast, because that's going to be the potential for a weather maker as we make it into late next week. So we'll see, but dry for the next several with the heat building, right? And we are going to see those 90s in St. George. Easterly canyon winds. This is important because I explained that system to the east of us is going to cause this, but you want to secure your loose objects now. The area is prone to those downslope winds. Davis County, so Farmington, Centerville, gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Peak winds here, 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. Brigham City all the way down to Provo could see them. So if you live on the benches, don't say I didn't warn you. 60s for tomorrow, slightly cooler than today, 68 in Moab, 80s in St. George, just a few degrees cooler than where we were because of this front. 90s, make no mistake, they come in and they come in full throttle. 93 on Sunday. We get the winds upsloping in St. George, which is why they peak on Sunday, but along the Wasatch Front, we peak on Monday. Southerly winds will crank those temps. Now, could go 86, but I think with the wind, we're going to go high 80s. We'll see what happens as we get closer, but temperatures just soar as we make it through the weekend.
That will be a shock to the system.
Whew, yes. I don't even remember what that feels
Seriously,
like.
No. I don't either.
Maybe the basement of my house felt that way a few times in winter. Crank that heat, crank that heat.
Thank you so much, Alana.
Yeah.